Hi, my name is Connor Riley, and on this week's Connor in Coverage, we're going to take you inside some of the key position battles as Georgia football fall camp gets underway. When you win a national championship, a lot of your good players tend to move on to the NFL. Georgia certainly understands that, as they had a record 15 players drafted in last year's NFL draft. It's a huge success for the program, but that was last season. Now the Bulldogs, now that they're back out on the practice field, are moving on to 2022. And with that comes some pretty big shoes to fill. On the defensive line, there's no Jordan Davis this year. There's no Kobe Dean as inside linebacker. There's no Lewis Seen in the secondary, nor George Pickens out at wide receiver. Georgia's going to have to find some replacements, and while some of them are ready-made, like say defensive tackle Zion Logue or inside linebacker Jamon Dumas-Johnson, there are a couple other position battles out there where things are less certain about who's going to be the replacement. So today we're going to go inside some of the key position battles for Georgia as fall camp has gotten started. We'll start at maybe the biggest question mark, and that's at the other safety spot. Georgia feels very good about what it has in Chris Smith as he returns for his third year as a starter. Georgia has a long line of successful safety play under head coach Kirby Smart, and there's reason to think that Smith could continue to follow in those steps. But as far as the guy next to Chris Smith, there's some major question marks there. As it stands right now, Dan Jackson is the front runner, a former walk-on who's earned the nickname Dirty Dan because of his hard-working reputation. Outside of Jackson, there's someone like Tyke Smith to keep an eye on, but he's still making his way back from a knee injury he suffered before the Kentucky game last year, and he's not 100% to start fall camp. There are also a couple freshmen to keep an eye on in Malachi Starks and Ja'Cory Thomas, but as Kirby Smart lays out here, expecting freshman defensive backs to come in and play right away isn't always a safe or sure bet.
Tyke's worked there some, Dan's worked there some, the two freshmen will factor in there, David Daniel will factor in there. So we're not looking to find the starter opposite him. We're looking to find the four best safeties we can find. We unfortunately last year couldn't play dime in a lot of situations. We didn't have enough DBs. We don't know what that's going to look like this year in terms of, do we have 6 effective DBs, or are we more talented at the linebacker position that we got to have more linebackers on the field?
On the offensive side of the ball, the biggest question mark comes at the guard position. It happens to be at both of them, because while Georgia feels very good about Broderick Jones at left tackle and Warren McClendon at right tackle, they don't have any replacements as it stands right now for left guard and right guard. But there are a number of available bodies out there. Getting first-team reps at practice on Thursday was Tate Ratledge at right guard and Devin Willock at left guard. Behind them on the two deep, you saw Xavier Trust at left guard and Dylan Fairchild at right guard, with Warren Erickson, also a name to know, playing second-team center. Georgia's going to have 5 options to choose from there, and while Ratledge might have the highest upside, there are also some concerns about his health as he had a foot injury last year. Although, when you're squatting over 500 pounds as he was in a recent Georgia football video, those concerns might not be quite as founded as Kirby Smart lays out. But Georgia's going to have to find some guards there, and if it does end up being Willock and Ratledge as it was on Thursday, that's a notable increase in size compared to where Justin Schaefer and Warren Erickson were for most of last year. It's a solid 25 pounds more and 2 to 3 inches in size. But as Kirby Smart lays out, they have to find the best possible guard combination to give them the best 5-man offensive line.
Yeah, the why would be based on how they practice, So I think that's hard, because going into fall camp, training camp, they might have strengths in the eyes. One guy may be better at pass pro, one guy may be more powerful, one guy may be more intelligent, one guy may be more dependable because he's there every day and he's able to practice every day and he's not out for injury. But we're going to base the decision on how they practice, and I don't have that body of work to say what that is, but the guys will roll in there. Warren Erickson will be in there, Tate will be in there, Truss will be in there, Willock will be in there, Fairchild will be in there. I mean, all these guys are factors in there to compete for this job. And we want the best one to win out, but at the end of the day, we're going to have guys. Michael is another guy that's going to be in there competing for it. So there's a lot of guys that have played some football, but guard's a unique position because it's different than tackle. You can get attacked from all angles. You got to play with power. You got to play against the best defensive tackles in the country who line up across from you. The Jordan Davises and Devontaes are in our league. So you got to be able to withstand their pressure and them pushing the pocket. So you got to be able to generate power, and you got to be able to communicate outwardly to your tackle. So the factors that go into playing guard for us are endless, and we're going to figure out who the best guys are based on practices.
Kamari Lassiter might be slightly ahead at the cornerback position after a strong fall camp last year. But outside of him, there are a number of young players vying to be that other starter at cornerback. You've got redshirt freshman Nyland Green, freshman Dalen Everett, freshman Jaheim Singletary. You're hearing a lot of freshmen in there, and it speaks to the inexperience in the cornerback room. While at inside linebacker there's a bit more experience, there are also more questions because the players that are supposed to be there have battled injury. Tresman Martian and Ryan Davis are the veteran options in the room, but then there's someone like Shmail Munden, who earned some quite hefty praise from Kirby Smart on Thursday's press conference. He had a knee injury in high school and a shoulder injury that kept him out of spring practice. But the early reviews on Munden are very, very encouraging.
Yeah, excited about the guys we have at inside backer. You know, those guys I was excited about those guys last year. They didn't get an opportunity to flash and show their talents because of the three guys we had. But, you know, Small Munden is as good an athlete as I've seen. He has to increase his physicality, his toughness. He missed spring because of a shoulder surgery, but he's put on some good solid weight. He's a really good athlete. He played a lot of snaps on special teams. Played a lot of snaps on special teams. Core linebackers get valuable experience on special teams before they're the feature guy. So both those two guys got a lot of experience. Sori's come a long way. Tresman and Ryan are healthy. Jalen Walker's out there doing a good job, and then you got Lightsey. So when you start looking across the inside linebacker group as a whole, I mean, I'm fired up to see what the guys can do.
Georgia's got plenty of time to figure out these position battles, and they're more focused on that than their first opponent in Oregon. Because while September 3rd is closer than it ever, Georgia knows that it's got to take care of itself first before even starting to focus on the Oregon Ducks. For DawgNation, my name is Connor Riley. This has been Connor in Coverage.